back to Keeping It Look. My name is Angel. I'm going to be the moderator.
Today, I'm Big J. I'm the host of the Motion. Yes, sir.
And I'm Asia. I am filling in for Day.
And we have our beautiful guest.
Good to be on Dean. And Mistathoback.
And we are here to keep it all the way above with you.
All the way above. Ski.
Me on my t-shirt. I'm a diamond coming out of dirt. Smoking kush, playing rebirth. Beat out the pack and pour a line of perk. Sipping wagon, I'm the eyes on the roof. We see your name on the paperwork. Some don't add up with these niggas, some ain't right. Walking like dope boy on a flight. I had to.
Alright, let's go ahead and get into our intro topics. The first thing I wanted to ask you guys, I wanted to know, do you think that relationships would be better if the woman chased, quote unquote, chased or pursued the man instead of the other way around?
Damn right.
Of course you gonna say that because you're a man.
I'm gonna let my years go. I'm sorry.
I think we just live in perspective. It just depends on the situation, you know.
Okay, so what if the situation was you met a chick and she not going at you at all and you just pursuing her? How would you feel about like her, you know, basically you, like, why wouldn't you want her to pursue you?
It just depends, you know. Am I getting any feedback? Am I texting her 2 or 3 times in a row and she not texting back? You know, am I going a mile? Like, am I being a respectful young man? You know, am I doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing to get her attention? You know, it all comes down to that.
This nigga Dean, goddamn. That nigga flip the script over, goddamn.
I'm supposed to be going against the grain?
This nigga flip the script over. We good.
I'm kind of with him in the sense though. I kind of fall from that same leaf though, that same branch on the tree. I definitely think at times it's better to pursue, and then there's times where you want to be pursued. You know what I mean? There's times where you may be down and you need to be pursued, and she need to know that without you having to say anything. It's been a hard day. You know what I'm saying? You may have lost somebody or lost something that may be dear to you. So yeah, it's good to be pursued sometimes because that kind of keeps assurance and let him know he's doing the right thing, and he's gonna continue to lead his house. So yeah, I feel it.
It's a real man right here.
I'm glad your ass on that side. It's a real man. What you mean? You sat next to a real man on the first episode.
I'm just saying, I like all of that. That's what's up.
So what you feel about it? What you think?
I love all of that. However, I feel like when I go to pursue a man, I'm pursuing, you know, I'm like, hey, what's up? Where you at? Like, how are you? You feeling good? You good? You straight? Sometimes it's a turn off for a nigga.
Yeah, cause that's something you too aggressive.
yeah, exactly. Too easy.
Sometimes it be too easy because niggas love a chase. Like, niggas love the chase.
Exactly.
Like, and that's the worst part because it's like, even if you feeling a nigga, you can't even really feel a nigga because then he gonna think you soft or he can play with you. Like, you know?
Well,
He gonna be like, I got her. That's what he gonna feel like, I got her.
That's how y'all think, for real?
Yes, because as soon as we not texting y'all, as soon as we not up in y'all case, then y'all what you been doing, where you been?
I think it's a complete balance though, because if you is overdoing it, I'm like, she got something she trying to give me or something. Or
Oh, like, I'm scared. I might be scared.
you know, and then those daddy issues get to peering through. Like, I'm like, hold on now. Like, I've been gone an hour and you done called me 5-6 times. You know, just let me come
Oh,
back
yeah,
to the
that shit
house.
out. Yeah, that shit out.
It's done. Even though you're only doing it because you care about me, you're just trying to make sure I'm straight, you know, but still, just let me have my little time and let my mind one day miss you. You know, I'm gonna think about you on my own if I mess with you.
If you really mess with
If I do, yeah.
Facts. I nigga said everything I'm thinking in an educated, more complicated way. No cap.
So, would you let your wife or girl have a male best friend to confide in for those simple times when you weren't coherent or there?
Man, if you want me to be honest, I'm not one of them dudes. Like, I ain't one of them dudes. Like, I'm not an insecure dude. Like, I expect you to keep it a stack with me. You know, if you feel it, if you mess with your male best friend or you ever had any of this type of attentions, let me know off the door. And probably I won't pursue you in a way to be in a relationship with you. So, You know, but I'm not really tripping on no dude being around because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I do. You know, whatever line we on or whatever level we on. But it's
I would say.
That's
I would say, I kind of understand that, but I also understand, man, like time builds. You know what I'm saying? Time builds relationships, and somebody that may not be so attractive to you, you be around them 6-7 months, and their personality mess with yours, they become a different person. So time can definitely make that happen when it may not been trying to be pursued at first. So that's kind of like real close thing. I would say, I'd rather you confide in me. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to take out the relationship, and we need to go talk to a doctor or something.
Exactly. You should need to talk to your best friend about what we got going on in our relationship. You know, because you may forgive me, but they don't. You know, like if I tell my homeboys, man, I call her texting somebody, blah, they're like, man, still messing with her. Even though I forgave him because we really went together like that, my homeboys were like, man, you done cut this. I don't like that. You know, that's when you tell your mom she cut you out and didn't cook for you, took your food and threw it in the trash. You probably forgave her because, you know, you was wrong that day for what you did, but your mom was like, I don't like how she did my baby at one time. So keep the relationship in the relationship.
What you feel? Actually, you gonna let your nigga have you let your boyfriend have a girl best friend?
Not at all. However, in my case, you know, I got a male best friend that in all of my relationships, my guy knew who that was. And I knew that the guy was serious about me because he was like, I know that that's your male best friend, but you gotta not talk to him. And then that's when I'm like, okay, he's trying to take me serious because he knows this is my dear friend. Like, you know, it's nothing romantically, but this is like a family at this point. So I don't really know how to navigate that because like he ain't going nowhere. So I don't really know. I ain't even no committed, you know, thing to. But in my past relationships, they let me know like, you know, if you're gonna be with me, you can't talk to him. It is what it is. And so I kind of, okay, yes sir.
Shout out to them. And shout out to Russell Wilson. You know, Russell Wilson. Your best friend cool with you cutting them off and picking them back up?
He absolutely understands because he's a man. He's a man too. Yeah, he absolutely understands.
What if you don't understand like that?
Who he don't or
Your best friend, what if he don't understand?
then he just gonna have to be okay. If I like it's serious, like super serious, but he's usually okay. He said, oh,
Basically, the guy that accepts you would basically marry you and your best friend.
you know, we're not gonna.
I'm not saying it's a bad.
We're never gonna not be friends. We might not talk for the respect of the relationship, but like we're always gonna have each other's back. Like if he needs something,
Yeah, so basically you saying I'm gonna be respectful. Like, if I want to be, I'm gonna be respectful. I'm not gonna necessarily talk to my best friend, but when I have this best friend, basically, this is my friend. So just know if you do some fuck shit, I'm gonna confide into my best friend. Period.
Red flag.
So that's the red flag.
yeah, that's the reality. That's the reality.
My girlfriend do this next.
You kind of gotta understand where women's coming from though, because guys come in, they try to, you know, take over your life in a certain situation or make you feel like you can't have this best friend or you can't be around this person. And the whole time, they're kind of like, what do you call that? Conditioning or like grooming you to, manipulating you. So you have, but you know how many, it's surprising. You say pimp and you know how many niggas out here really trying to play that pimp whole game? Like it's sad.
It's called separation, like separated conflict. If I can get her away from her family and the people that love her, she ain't got no choice but to love her. And it don't just happen with men and women, it happens sometimes with older women and younger dudes. I see that a lot.
So y'all have women best friends? The men on the stage, y'all have women best friends?
She cut me off
It's
this
really
big.
cool. It's like they're doing music, selling shirts, you know what I mean? The little business I have. Yeah, I meet a lot of women. I know people, personality good, so I'm gonna be a people's person.
So when you call you and they say like, you know, hey, you know, do you have any support on this? I'm kind of going through this. Do you have any advice? And if they call you,
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I definitely give anybody advice. I give my enemies some advice.
okay.
That's fruitful.
I had one as a teenager, but I'm too old for all that child for that girl best friend type of deal. That's not
friend. Like, okay, this is an associate, this is somebody I know. But when we talk about best friend, oh, that's my brother. That's my brother. That's things, you know.
That's watered down.
That's we grown as hell.
With that.
No, but for real.
Yeah, that's why I said family. That's why I refer to him as family. We're not even friends at this point. We're like, yeah.
You know, guys do it there just to call you for side move. I'm just being real. Keep it above. Keep it one eye.
Hey, Joseph, we've come to the part of the podcast where I want to go ahead and give the floor to my guests and allow them to introduce yourself and just tell us some things that they have going on in their life. So I'm going to start with our guest, Throwback. Just tell us about yourself.
Mistathoback from Spring Branch, Houston. Got a couple things going on. I got a t-shirt business, Tapped In Apparel. I'm a licensed barber.
Give it to him.
I got a single on the way.
Give it to
Fuck
him.
With me, you know what I mean? So that'll be dropping shortly. And I got a project, an EP on the way, Heart of the Underdog. So
Give it to him.
Everything, Mistathoback. Check me out.
My name is Asia. I currently work at Lifetime Fitness as a pickleball coordinator.
Why you telling
I am
that?
all about. What you mean? That's what I do. That's my
You
career.
gonna have niggas at Lifetime looking for you.
They can come.
Which lifetime?
She fucked me out with that.
They don't know which location. It's 11 locations in Houston.
North side.
I am an advocate for health. I'm an advocate for wellness, and I'm an advocate for pickleball. That's pretty much it. I do notary on the side, so if you need a notary stamp, call me.
What's pickleball? Pause.
Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America. It is a cross between tennis, ping pong, and badminton. Anybody can play with any ability and any age. I play with 80-year-olds. Pickleball with a paddle. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Dean, you want to go ahead?
yeah, my name Dean, man. Born and raised in Houston, 5th Ward, 5300 Coke Apartments, you know, go get the money.
Give it to him.
At 5300 Dean, my Twitter, 5300 Dean.
Give it to him.
You know, I'm a combat veteran, was a firefighter.
Give it to him.
Been all around the world. Nowadays, doing truck driving. Currently a leader counselor over there at the Fifth Ward Enrichment Program. I go mentor at the Boys and Girls Club. I'm in programs in San Antonio. So just all around, just paying it forward.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your service too, kiddo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for your service. Well, yeah, that's our guess. Let's keep it a buck. Let's get it.
Go get the money.
Alright, so Future had, actually he was on a song with Quavo. It's a feature on Quavo's song, Turn On, Click Up. Alright, and in the song he mentioned Russell. He was like, I got it out the field, F Russell.
I fuck with it.
What are your thoughts on him saying that and still dwelling on Sierra or Russell?
I ain't gonna lie. Bro, whack. I ain't gonna lie. You whack. I fuck with Future though, but that's whack. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the people ain't worried about you no more.
Russell Wack.
Yeah, Russell whack too, but I ain't gonna lie. At least Russell got a foundation. This man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Future just sounded like a hurt man.
Yeah, he sound like a
Future
sound I know a bitter bitch when I hear one.
Like bitter, huh? Like, there you go.
10 times better bitch than Sierra. You heard about no
He
Sierra?
probably had battle, but he probably just ain't had that one who sat there. You know, he said he had that one that prayed with
I'll
him.
pray with him.
Man, she was good for her soul. There ain't too many women out there good for your soul,
You gotta
man.
be
No,
complete.
for real.
Gotta be complete.
So do you think that was like a feminine move on his behalf?
No, sir.
Absolutely.
I fuck with Future.
Sound like a money move.
No bullshit. Everything, yo, facts.
Sound like a political type move. He bringing up what everybody already talking about. Why not just go with it?
Yeah, get the money coming.
Yeah.
Like, you just think he just saying this to get the
Yeah, bring attention to himself.
And truth be told, we don't know what happened that day. He probably had a conversation with Russ or had a conversation
Nah,
with
no
Sierra,
cap.
had an argument, and just went to the studio and said, "No way, man, fuck it, I'm finna shit on this nigga."
But how do y'all feel about all that feminine energy going? Like, so
That's feminine?
what, baby?
This is a metaphor, baby.
What I feel like is men nowadays, like, even to question, like, is that feminine? Like, that's just
Damn.
like, we don't know feminine, masculine nowadays. Like, we sitting here and we like, is that really feminine? Because that's some shit I might do. Yeah, that's a feminine move though.
You ain't like nigga island boy or something. I just sub. Like I ain't kissing no nigga. I ain't doing no pause.
They act like men can't do nothing nowadays. But I'm gonna keep it a stack with you though. That was weird on him, but I'm gonna keep it a stack. A lot of people don't know anything about masculinity or feminine because you didn't grow with. A lot of people didn't grow up with a masculine man in the house. You know. You know. So to actually know what a masculine man is, you know, all this. You know, including a lot of things we do, as in like trying to. Man, a real masculine man
ain't letting no female eat his ass.
Boom, that. But also, it ain't even just that. They ain't doing a bunch of things. A real masculine man don't care what other people think. You know, real masculine man pay it forward. He a selfless type person. He a person with respect. You know, so with honor and those like honor and things like that. But masculinity is like totally different. Today, people miss masculinity over being because they have women. I've met a lot of women that y'all be like are masculine, but they just stand on their business and they have a good moral standpoint.
Exactly. Well, what y'all thoughts down here about feminine? Was that a feminine move from? Because we're gonna come back to what you just said. I'm gonna come back to what you just said, but
I don't want to say feminine because that's put him in a category, right? Like I don't want to take
the same category
he got. I mean, I'm not saying that you're not a man. I'm just saying that was weak. Men is emotional. Sometimes they get you know what I'm saying, misconstrued with something else. He just emotional right now because he hurt. And when a man hurt, he don't sometimes, like he said, didn't grow up with a father. You don't know how to react to it. You know what I mean? He haven't been taught that. He been in the rap game. You've been around people that's trying to be hustlers. You know what I mean? Grinders. So you ain't trying to look weak in front of them, but what you just did was pretty weak. And for a person.
Could you say that bar again that he said? What was the bar?
it was, I get it out the field, fuck Russell.
You knew who he was talking about?
I don't know if he, honestly, I think it can go both ways. Because.
What?
You know the Breeze? Like,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
I say the football is Russell.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
Run with it.
But he knew what he was doing. We can sit here and try to play like he ain't know what he was doing. He knew when he wrote that bar that this gonna catch attention. Everybody's gonna be like, oh man, I'm talking about Russell Wilson. He know what's up. We can sit here and try to defend him, but truth be told, he knew what he did.
Yeah, he did it on purpose.
That was hard.
100%.
He knew people was gonna be talking about.
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing.
Capitalize. He's trying to capitalize off of it.
I just brought it up because I wanted to know from a man, since, you know, men quick to say, you don't know what a real man is, you ain't never had a real man in your life, you ain't never, you ain't never say da. So, you ain't got no real man in your life, so how you gonna tell me what a real man is? That's what niggas like to say. No. Niggas say that. Niggas try to say that. Like, niggas try to sit here and say, like, you know, so I want to know from a man, what do you think? From a man. From men. We got 3 men on here today. What is a masculine man? Describe that for me.
Well, I don't know what you mean. That just sounds like a man you talking about with a big ego. You know what I mean? But, you know, and I get it, right? I don't need that ego to be who I am, so it ain't gonna make me less of a man. You know, I don't need all the glamour. I don't need all that. What I do need is just to make sure I'm straight. So when I look in the mirror every day, I know I'm real with that person. If I'm not real with that person, man, I'm good. I mean, everything else, you can keep it. But,
Billy Dean Williams.
You want to hit him up? Look.
I'm just here to cook.
It's understanding, man. So as a man, you're providing and protecting. You know, understanding that you have to protect and provide, and also pay it forward, teach other young men how to through your trials and tribulations that you've been through. So a lot of them don't go through the same thing that you've been through. Not even just man, teaching your daughters, you know, not to go through the things that you've been through. Basically about, like I always say, paying it forward.
J-Lo?
Yeah, I say I ain't no real man. The ones y'all say real men, nigga like wet noodles. So. I'm just here to cook. When it gets spicy, I'm gonna cook. I'm here to cook. I let my real men.
You must watch your ass, You keep bringing it up, I'm just saying.
What happened on the last episode?
Nothing happened.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, a real man pay it
you
forward.
did that to a man or something? You might keep
friend?
Nah, they just silly as hell.
Silly as hell. She violent, nigga.
You did this to somebody? Yes, you did, cause you got the ass and got the nipples on your cheek. You did that.
Before we move on, like what you think of masculine man? Like describe that. What is a masculine man to you?
A masculine man to me is kind of like a hardy type of man. Like he's you know, he got his chest out. You know, he's just kind of like that. But I don't mind a little femininity within the nigga to a certain degree.
In his emotions, I mean,
Please
talk to me.
It's a perfect balance though. And to be a man, it's a perfect balance. So when you say a masculine man, you mean a masculine man. But when you say a real man, you have to have perfect balance.
Yeah, you have to
There's
have
no
both
difference.
energies. Yeah, you do. 100%. Because like Aiden just said, like when it comes to them emotions, you gotta be able to tap into them and communicate with me. You know, in order for you to be a real man.
And don't get your ass hit.
And don't get your J.O., I want to ask you a question.
Who wrote these damn questions? No bullshit.
How much have you ever spent on a girl on the first date? Since you must have spent 20,000 bands the way you heard.
I ain't shit. She gonna eat what I eat. No bullshit. Probably $60. Crawfish. That's good. It depends. What did I do after? Like
What we do have to.
Like, no, it depends. Like, probably $60. I ain't gonna cap you down. 60, 75 at the most.
60, 75, we got J.O. right on
Is
the
that something wrong
$100.
with that? Would y'all look at me if I paid us the bill?
If it's a first date, you can't really. If you ain't.
Like, why I'm paid $100 and they ask for 65?
You know, food nowadays be like 100.
Yeah,
For both.
yeah, price.
Nah, I'm gonna eat a little less. That's no count. Hey, no bullshit. You know I'm dead ass, nigga.
What about you, D? How much you spend on a lady friend?
Man, if I keep it a buck, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never took nobody like on a first date type deal until like after, you know, we had already dealt with each other for a minute. So after if you want to say that's the first date, after we already knew each other type deal, I say I probably gonna spend $100, probably $100 on the first date, $200. It just depends, yeah. If it was,
$200, god damn, that's
yeah,
a show.
but on the first meetup, like the first meetup, and we go out, we can go to McDonald's and sit in the car and talk and what's up, or go to the highs. I ain't really nothing like that though.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't none of that.
Some deep shit. Just get McDonald's, sit in the car and
Talk, yeah.
Mistathoback.
Damn.
Throwback, he throwing that cash.
He about to say 20 bands, 30 bands.
don't let them do you like that. They try to call you Uncle Babe. They try to say you hey. They try to say you
I gotta
hey.
keep it all the way. Probably like 200-300. Like 200-300. But see, I'm the type. It wasn't because it was that person. It was because I work hard. So I'm gonna go eat what I want to eat, regardless of who I'm with. And if you with me, we finna.
You sound like my big dog.
But what if it's y'all been talking for? Like, so what's the price that you take your significant other? Like, what's the most you spent on your significant other on the date?
My wife.
Yeah.
I love that.
My wife.
Nah, I mean,
I'm asking
I'm just saying,
everybody.
significant other at this point is my
I
wife.
love that.
So a night or a weekend,
A date
damn.
on a date.
a date,
That's everybody. For everybody.
probably like 500. Probably like 500.
Good.
500-600.
Asia, what's your first date? How much a nigga done dropped on a bag on you on the first date?
Oh, how much have you dropped on your
him.
Yeah.
There you go, Mr. Man. Hey, all right. You cooking? Let cook.
I went out one time and he bought his crawfish and I bought mine. Type shit.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him. But she talking about real man. Shout out to him.
Yeah, did.
What kind of nigga was he?
How did
Didn't
you?
hit, I'll tell you that.
Did you feel he was a real nigga after that?
No.
Oh, okay.
You heard what she said? Say it again.
I ain't here.
Y'all heard what you said
I ain't
one time.
hear
He
shit.
I'm not saying it again. It was just
I ain't hear shit.
no. Nah, good. Y'all can run it back.
But But if you would have paid, he would have hit.
No, definitely still not would have paid.
What's the most your boyfriend or girl, your significant other has paid for a date for you?
Valentine's Day, a regular date, not regular date, but it was a special occasion. It was about $300-400. But on a first date with a man, the most I believe that somebody's ever spent was between $150 and $300. Kind of like Rocket's game, you know, the food be expensive. Leave, still go eat again. Little teddy bear, you want this little shirt, you know, like yeah.
Some Russell Wilson shit.
You gotta send him home
Yeah,
with
he
a
ended
party
like
gift.
that. Yeah, he ended like that after the game.
No, we was friends, and no, he didn't hit either.
Let me cook. Let me cook.
Cook, please.
Let me cook. I got you. Go ahead. Continue, please. I'm
No,
using
that's
the ingredients
all.
you give me.
But I did see a post today on Facebook, Instagram, one of those social media platforms, and it was basically somebody saying, "Is a coffee date is that acceptable for women?" And I personally don't feel nothing is wrong with a coffee date. Like if you're trying to get to know me, we're sitting across the table from each other, and we just want to talk. A drink and beverage is all we need.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
These women was livid. They hell nah. I'm like y'all.
I've been in situations to where I've been in both. Like I've been on a first date.
Leak, I know these niggas be how much?
Spending on that.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
Maybe my one of my many first dates, most expensive first dates had to be like Nobu and Post Oak and.
Be careful, Lee. We ain't got no editor this week. Be careful.
No, I'm just saying I'm a Houston girl.
I'm
from Houston. I'm a baddie. Like you know.
I'm just saying we ain't got. Go ahead.
The first date that the most expensive date that I went on, I remember I went to Nobu. I didn't even eat shit because it was all raw. Nigga paid like $800 just for the meal. And
Man.
I don't even to this day I don't even talk to the dude no more. Like it's just like those coffee dates. That's what I'm saying.
Like, how could you do a nigga like that?
Who we play for the Rockets?
I'm not name dropping.
That's fucked up.
A lot of money.
But
Fucked up.
no, the thing is, these coffee dates, as a woman that's been on both platforms, like coffee date and the expensive dates, I feel like it's more of the person you're with. Like, it has everything to do with the person you're with. Because, like I said, I might have a nigga in my phone, I can text right now, and he done took me on a coffee date, or he took me on a little movie date, and I had the time of my life. To where I go to this Nobu date, and we sit here, we have amazing food, we have an amazing views, we stay in an amazing hotel, like, it's everything, but it's like, you have nothing to offer me but this.
Just imagine you pay $500,000 for a date, and then another nigga paid $40 for a date, and guess what? Y'all both still here.
I'm being a $40 nigga every time.
$40.
It's really about the person you're really going on a date with, honestly. Like,
I think the movie date is probably the worst thing you could do on the first date. Yeah.
Cause you gotta be quiet.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Go to movies.
Yeah, you can't conversate.
Can't
You gotta
conversate.
Be quiet. You don't get to feel it.
I'm
with you.
what was y'all worst first? I want to know what everybody's worst first date was.
We're gonna go first. That's the thing.
Everybody time. You ready?
I go.
Okay, go.
I once, when I was staying in Colorado, I went to go pick up a shorty, thinking, man, her finna go on a date. She brought all 3 of her kids with us.
Oh, shit.
Check the cheese.
Oh, shit.
No, man, I was supposed to go get dinner. She brought all 3 of her kids. But since I was such a, a real young dude at the time, it wasn't our first date, man, her and I was linked, but I had never met her kids because they was always asleep. So when we did link, let's just say, we had a good time. I made sure the kids ate, I paid for the kids' food and everything, but it was terrible because the whole time I had, I'm like, she really brought all her kids on this date.
What?
It didn't say dog, cat, right? It didn't say nothing. That's crazy.
I can't do nothing after.
So what was y'all doing? The kids were just sitting there while y'all was like, y'all was just sitting there.
She yelling, sit down, quick.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right.
But I'm a gentleman though, because
Did you hit?
I had already, I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I ain't never took a woman on a date unless we was already been active with it. We had already, intermingled together type thing, so I ain't,
Real clear.
Okay, worst first date. It's a bad day. 3 kids coming. Like,
No,
damn.
bullshit.
That's 3 more times.
You paid all of you paid
Yeah,
taxes.
yeah.
Real nigga.
I got military, this is straight.
No, they probably, if it was a bad day, I probably didn't hit that ass
Like, I don't do it unless it's 100%.
That's what I'm saying. These things are gonna be accurate. I'm telling you, I'm not.
Then imagine paying all that money, it's just terrible.
You ain't no real man.
Hey, I just said it was terrible. I just said it wasn't in my life
But shit,
anymore.
I took
No, I ain't saying that.
just throw him for dinner. Ain't no loss.
Yeah, no, to him it really wasn't. So I really should have been up in there paying $1,600.
I tell her it's more attractive when you hold it down.
I'm gonna tell you, any nigga I talk to, they got money, he ain't got an Instagram.
You got food what?
Hmm?
You got food
That
what?
sugar daddy action right there. I don't know what she talking about.
Huh?
Yeah,
I got phone
you
out.
got, I'm telling you, for this event, for this occasion.
No, I was right there in Newport.
Was he an African?
No, he wasn't African. He was actually an engineer.
You mean, that ain't his race, was he an old white man?
No, he was black. I've never had sex or any type of relation with a man outside my race.
More power to you. More power to you.
What's up with y'all? What's up with the
Shit, I know. My first day ended in about 20 minutes.
Your bad first day?
Yes, ma'am. I had 96 link. I had 2 weeks. She got in the car, the kid jumped in the back seat, broke my head rest. After that point, I was done. I didn't need nothing else. I knew she couldn't control these kids. I wasn't watching. I wasn't in the point of my life I was watching no kids.
Oh, shit.
That was the end of that day. No, that was the worst one. It cost me money. I ain't with them.
Yeah.
That's how I did him.
Had a bad.
Beat up somebody who just spoke to his girl. Like Greg just said, hi.
You know, I did.
What is a bad first date like, what's a bad
He
date?
just described a bad day. That's a bad day.
No, I'm talking for them.
Oh.
A bad day for me would just be like, first off, a nigga that don't know when to shut up.
Well, his birth
A nigga sweat too much.
He sweat too much. And then on top of that,
Sweat too
much. I ain't gonna nigga
That's
tell
fucked
me.
up. You can't sweat.
It's hot out here.
We rehearsed it. We rehearsed it.
It's 118.
Are you alright?
118 degrees outside.
No, it's not.
It's still hot.
Tell me everything he got going on in his life. Like, it's like, I hate when a nigga try to tell me everything he got going on. I got this, I got this, niggas, I got that. I got this, what's going on. I got this going on, this going on. Like, nigga, if you going on, nigga, just do it. You ain't gotta sit here and tell me everything you got going on.
So he needed a mom.
No, niggas no, I feel like niggas really try to just tell you what they got going on so you can kind of try to fuck with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can be like, oh, he got what's going on, I want to fuck with them. Not knowing, niggas, a lot of niggas got shit going on.
I used to start all my days with all the worst things about me. If I say all the worst things about me, you still want to be around?
That's how it should be, though.
Tell you everything bad. If you stick around, guess what? That's on you.
All right. So on Wednesday, LeBron James, he went ahead and was recognized at the ESPY Awards. LeBron James, 38, took the stage to be recognized as a leading scorer in the NBA history after beating Kareem Abdul-Jabbar record in February. Now his wife Savannah, I love Savannah. His wife Savannah, and also his family took the stage to introduce him before he did his speech. And I believe Savannah said, "I decided I want to tell you what I think. LeBron James is the baddest mother."
Facts.
Okay. So Savannah said before their daughter Zura, which is 8, stopped her, leaving the audience to laugh. All right. During his speech, and he also talked about being near retirement. When the season ended, I said I wasn't sure if I was going to keep playing. He said, "Can I give everything to the game?" Still, he continued. And then the day I can't give everything on the floor, the day I'll be done. He said,
Oscars of sports, if you will, celebrating athletes.
for the guys. Luckily for the guys, that day is not today, he said, with a smile on his face as the audience applauded. So I just wanted to take a second to say that was a beautiful black, beautiful, lovely moment.
Shout out to them.
Go.
Shout out to them.
Beautiful family on the stage. Everybody's looking amazing. What do you guys think about that black excellence? Like,
I understand. Like, I like that. You know, black love comes in all forms and shapes and sizes. You know, just some of y'all out there got 2-3 baby mamas, so it ain't over for you. Some of y'all got 2-3 baby daddies. It ain't over for you. But that was a beautiful image of a faithful black man and his wife. You know, I inspire to be like that one day.
Facts.
Man, I think that was amazing. You know, I mean, especially the world we live in. Kids had something to look up to. And the things he's doing with his platform, I mean, you can't help but recognize and appreciate what he's doing. So I'm with Bron, but he not the GOAT. But
Don't do that.
yeah, but everything. But say it.
Who got the most points?
I'm gonna say Jordan, and I even had Kobe over Bron.
See, I'm riding what you take to say
It's
Jordan.
Kobe.
Yeah, I say Jordan.
You always playing against clones. I would say Kobe.
Well, it's a different generation though. Kobe, they was playing in that.
I ain't never
generation.
seen
You
Jordan
get hit in the
play.
mouth and you just get up. It's just
Yeah,
take.
they just playing football.
Yeah.
Now you gotta really
Yeah, you right.
You get touched, you get a flagrant now though.
Yeah.
I think Kobe had the hardest generation. But anyway,
I think they're preserving careers right now.
next.
yeah, Asia, what you feel about that black love situation, all that love?
I mean, it looked good for the culture. You know, he's always in a good light. He's never bashed, publicly. To my knowledge,
Don't get on Twitter.
I don't have to get on Twitter, so I don't know. But
So do you believe that LeBron has cheated before?
Me?
Anybody?
Nah.
Fuck no.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
What? Black men, the only men that say they.
I would never cheat on my woman. Black men don't cheat.
Okay, I believe you. But
I know several 100,000
a black
men that cheat.
Niggas mixed with something.
Then you gotta define the word cheat, because everybody got different
And
definitions.
then when you
of
say
cheat.
black men, every African in the world cheat, and they black.
What?
Yeah, black men don't cheat.
I'm with you, man. Black man don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
And we fuck with Africans.
So you never think LeBron cheated on Savannah?
He's black.
Hell no.
Is he a black man? Is he a black man?
I mean, Jordan cheated on his wife. Kobe cheated on his wife.
Is LeBron he's a Canadian. Is LeBron a black man? Is he a black man?
Yes, I just wanted to
Black
say
man
because
don't
even
cheat.
if he did, Savannah has held it down so well.
That's
So
right.
I wanted to ask you guys about how strongly do you guys feel like in order to be the man that you're supposed to be or want to be, a strong black woman should be by your side or behind you or wherever you feel like she should be next to you.
Should be right there. Yeah, we partners for a reason. We married. You my spouse for a reason. You my girl. Whatever. You my significant other for a reason. We're not gonna be perfect. It says through sickness and health, and because God knew one of us was gonna be out of our
Give it
minds.
to him.
So that's why He said in sickness and health. He knew one of us was gonna be out of our minds. So eventually, yeah, I'm sticking with mine.
Keep it all the way above. My wife ain't black.
She ain't gotta be black. Shout out
That's
to
what I'm
you.
saying. That's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
sir.
She ain't black.
She ain't gotta be black.
I just think a
Sorry.
strong woman, period. I try to keep an open mind. Strong woman, period. If I can mess with you, we can do this, we can do this. I don't put a color on anything.
That's real.
What about you?
I don't give a damn about cheating. I'm cheating. I was gonna lie. I was finna lie because these niggas, they good men, but I don't give a fuck about cheating. Hey, fuck that. I don't give a damn about
He
cheating.
said he cheat just in case.
Yeah, shit. What relationship y'all taking though on some other shit? Cause we know I'm cheating. Y'all want Jay-Z and Beyonce or LeBron and Savannah?
The relationship I want?
Yeah.
I would rather LeBron and Savannah any day.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
What about you, Asia?
I don't know nothing about either of their relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know nothing
I
about
forgot
that.
you.
I mean, I'm talking about I think you're talking about from the inside looking at just to
Yeah, I
ain't-
guess I would go with LeBron and what's her name?
Savannah.
Savannah, just cause Beyonce and Jay-Z, they got their relationship too
Wide open.
Public.
No, it's hidden. Like we don't know what's going on besides Becky with the good hair. Like we don't really know. Like is he really
Shout out to
whining
her.
and dining her? Like is she that in love with this man? Like it just seemed like I don't really know. Like if it's real love, Savannah, she loves that man.
So what y'all feel about age gaps in relationships, dating younger men, dating older guys?
I like a nigga with gray hair on his balls.
I like a nigga that's at least
Whoa.
9 years. If you're not
Hold
9
on,
years older than me,
hold the
don't
fuck on.
call me.
Let me cook.
If you're not 9 years older than me, don't call me.
Let them out.
I'm joking. I just be talking crazy.
Nah, you said that shit last episode. I let you make it. You said that shit last episode. I let you make it.
I do like older niggas. I don't like these young niggas.
What age gap are we talking? What's the age gap? Because 2 years is the
What's
age
the
gap.
most you go?
Probably like 42. 45.
What's 2 years?
About
You 42?
45.
So you wanna go 48?
I go 48.
Yeah, so it
Age
ain't no
gap for
shit.
your age. We talking about years, 4 years, 5 years.
Alright.
Right now, me mentally, I'm not going over 10 again.
Again.
I'm not going over 10.
10 years more.
10 years more.
Man.
Because you gotta think about it. I remember one time I was talking to this guy and he was like, every nigga you talk to been 10 years older than you. He been like 2 years older than me. That's a fucking pedophile.
That shit is
It's in a way of grooming, you know. It's grooming in a way. Either way, it's if a man or a woman, you know. They want control because they know what phases you're about to go through as a young person, so they want to control you. So they like, oh yeah, I'm here for you. You know, they know you're just gonna go through that H phase. Oh, I'm here for you. Knowing that you're just gonna go through your intellectual phase.
Some of them just want to get bust up. I ain't lying. Just trying to be real.
Keep it a buck.
Really just trying to exercise their rights. And, you know,
But you can get bust up by somebody your age.
You're right.
You want to control the situation.
But guess what? The older women, of course, that I've known. So this is the thing.
You keep it a buck.
When I was 18, 17, I had a friend that was 38 that had a husband living in the house, right? So I would go up there, you know. I was hustling back in the day, so I would do my. I was hustling back in my day, so I would go up there and serve them, but at the same time, like she was like,
But that's the
coming at me the whole time, bro. She didn't want me. She had what she wanted, but she needed extra attention.
But that was the control factor. She have you pull up to her house, have you coming down. She's controlling you, and she's controlling the setting. She's controlling that, and that's the same way with the older man gonna control you.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it.
I just feel like you can only be in control if you're willing.
Yeah,
If
of
you're willing,
course.
but then a lot of times with older guys, if you're not willing to be controlled, then they will just move on to the next one that is, and that's the biggest problem.
It never happened with her. I never did anything, but I knew what was going on. Like she led that shit a lot. So
What you mean you never did anything?
no, I never like. I never fully went in and yeah, like
What you spooning?
no man, I just
Kind of lenient. It's kind of
it just felt kind of weird, bro. Cause my homeboy mamas was this age. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a trophy.
my mom used to tell me these older women, like my mom used to scare me and tell me the older women got something. You know what I mean? Like
She wasn't lying.
you know what I mean? Like they gonna carry more disease and shit than others. So I was like, damn, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? That was always in the back of my head. Yeah, so I was trying to stay around my age, kinda like 9th grade to 12th grade was kind of the farthest I would go.
Cause this is becoming a trend. Like women always talk about, oh my man is 12 years, 15 years older than me. But baby, that means when you was 15, he was 30. That means when you was 10, he was 25. Like that's crazy to me.
That shit sick.
Like to even think about it. So what's the oldest person we've had sex with up over here? So we talking about age gap.
I ain't gonna lie.
What's the oldest
Don't do
person?
age. You ain't gotta go age.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm scared what you gonna say.
When I was younger, I done went 20 years plus, 25 years plus.
Younger?
You gotta think I stayed in foreign countries and that's
You knocked it out.
So yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Bitches in
I was having fun.
costume,
I'm drunk, walking down alleyways and all type of stuff.
J-Lo, I want to hear what's the oldest girl you done had.
I like 36, Mexican lady, or 37.
I personally think if I'm still not married at 36, 38, I'm definitely fucking with younger niggas. But go ahead.
Hold on, Angel. I can't get this out of my fucking head. Let me cook. How do we gonna say uncle or we gonna say grandpa? Which one you feel better with?
We're gonna say uncle.
Uncle.
Uncle for $10.
We're gonna say uncle because he got children that's close to my age.
So Uncle out here asking for wet ass.
How old is
Pause.
Pause.
Hold on. Pause.
You are wild.
Last episode must have been wild.
It wasn't. It really wasn't. She set me up for the bullshit. But anyways, the oldest man that I've ever had sexual relationship with, he was 54,
Oh shit, Asia.
and he was.
He went to sleep.
He went to sleep. Oh,
And he was. When y'all see those
God,
pictures of the sexy grandpa, he was a sexy grandpa. He still had it like a, my age type of dude. He put it down. Don't get me wrong. All kudos to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out ATL. But anyway.
He was really big. ATL.
But yeah, his children were my age, and so I be like, yeah.
But you ain't think that was like a red flag?
Peace up.
Hey, children,
No, I don't know why, but I don't like men my age. Like I've always liked men that were like grown. Like,
thinking more.
but you don't
yeah,
think,
like
but you don't think that's like something mentally wrong with him? Like he got daughters your age, and like his daughters used to have.
no, he like young, pretty girls.
I feel
Like
like
not
a lot-
girls. He like a young woman that look good.
A lot of guys
like the rest of
like
these
to date
niggas.
girls.
Bro need to be arrested.
No bullshit.
Bro needs to be
Take his
arrested.
ass to the goddamn.
A lot of guys like to date down, and I feel like a lot of women like to date younger, and I feel like a lot of women like to date older because mentally we're mature. Like I looked up if you look up on Google, when does a man emotionally mature? It's gonna say like 30. It's gonna say 38.
So what
39.
what are you speaking of is when we get rid of our impulses, when the back of our brain fully developed. That's around the age of 34 to 38 for the average.
Yeah, it
for the
says
average
38,
man.
and as a woman, we're developing and we're growing and we're damn near. Now I'm not gonna say at our prime because I feel like women don't get to their prime until they're like 32, 33, maybe like right in that area. You're like your prime, but I feel like mentally evolved and growing mentally, like we get it a little bit faster. Like we're probably at 26, 25, 26, 27, learning emotionally what men will learn at 38.
So when they say average, right, they mean average as an average person. It's not in all cases, but it's averagely. So I've met a lot of like 38-year-old fools that be in the club every weekend. I be like, God, these woman. Like, yeah, like, and man, I met 40-year-olds, they still walking around, chain on, pads hanging out off there. Still slinging pills. I'm like, oh boy.
Shout out to the Red Rooster.
Yeah.
He been going hard at him. Shout out to him.
No blow, she ain't got no work and shit. So I just look at it like that. But hey, to each his own. Everybody coming to their own at their own time. But yeah, man, bro need to be locked up. That 50.
No, I enjoy
I thought that was
oldest
weird.
man company. Like we relate with more. I
He
felt
enjoy
like
your company more, man.
Absolutely.
His ass supposed to be a retirement home.
No,
He
it
enjoy your
felt like
company.
we were both the same age when we were with each other. In all honesty, like we really was laughing. We listened to the same music. We got the same concepts.
Say ATL, seek help.
Do we feel like that was grooming?
That's grooming. That's grooming.
That particular instance was a little bit of grooming.
I know it. You ain't gonna tell.
But with the other older men that I've been with, I don't consider it grooming.
I think the niggas that I've been with older, both niggas. I haven't dated a guy my age since 20 something, 20, let's say 2016, 2015, 2012. I haven't dated a guy around my age, and he was even still 4 years older than me. I feel like it's always grooming. It's always grooming, and even with me going in dating old men, I inevitably expect for you to teach me things. So I honestly expect you to be in a grooming type of situation, but on a positive note. Like you're growing me to be a better woman, or you're growing me to learn things and know things. But a lot of times, these guys come in and they try to groom you to
Be worse. You know
Be
what you
worse.
are. To drag you down.
Well,
I noticed that a lot of dudes. It's not even dudes. People like to manipulate you and bring you down so they can try to like not even humble you, but just bring you down so you feel less of yourself, so you feel like you need that person more.
It's more so they can feel better about themselves. It's not really so much what you doing. It seems like you like a threat. So it's really they trying to get theirs. You know what I mean? Not really so much you. They trying to feel something for them.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to raise no nigga. That's my dilemma.
Cause you can't
You
raise
don't raise him, but so you want to bury him?
And you can't make another housewife.
Bury him?
Marry who?
Bury.
Barry?
Bury.
Like beer,
Graveyard.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bury him in 20. Averagely, it says you're gonna bury him around.
I just don't want to raise them. That is
52, he
what
got about
it
a
is.
good-
And all the older women, they tell me that you gotta raise them. They say yeah, you got. Yeah, they say yeah, you gotta raise them. I said I don't want to. Yeah.
Are you about to send me through hell and hot
Yeah.
water just to say I got a nigga? That's mine.
But y'all understand, like as a woman, y'all have these motherly instincts. And from a guy like is always like the closest to his mother.
Yeah, but that's crazy though. That's
So it's gonna be, you're right. But in a sense, that's kind of like how it was built, right? Like that's kind of like how it was set up to always need each other in whatever fashion.
Then you should have these people. You got some people that never learn. You got some people that go through these things and they have these traumas and they never learn. Like I was just telling my friend the other day. I was like, I was mad at my mom for a long time because she raised me to be a wife. I can't be out here. When I go out, like I'm not out here fucking around doing all this other stuff. I'm not that girl that's like, fuck you, I'm gonna go do this and and I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna this. Like I wasn't raised like that. Like I was raised to when a man does something, like you focus on you. You know what I'm saying? And whenever that time come up, like so I was like for a long time I was like, why can't I be cutthroat like these hoes? Why can't I be sick like these hoes? And I used to always be like, oh, I guess I'm just different.
Yeah, y'all are different.
I wasn't raised that way. Let's get into the topic of peace. Alright, so a man's peace or your peace, protecting your peace as a woman. Alright, so what is peace for you? What does that mean? And we don't talk about like within yourself and relationship. Like what is peace to you? J-Lo?
Head and weed.
Nah.
Hey, you want me to lie? Like, damn.
You keep it a buck.
That's all I know how to do. That's all I know how to do. Keep it a buck. That's peace to me. Head and weed.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to Jay.
I'll come at you.
What is your peace? Like, what is peace to you within yourself relationship?
Peace.
Tell us sophisticated.
A sophisticated way.
Yeah.
Peace is understanding. My peace is understanding. That no matter what I'm going through right now, I get through it because every day is not peaceful. Every day isn't perfect. But just knowing I'm gonna get through it and that does it tomorrow. That's my peace. My peace is understanding that there's somebody that's higher than me that watches over me. So no matter what happens today or what happens tomorrow, I'm taken care of.
Yeah, similar to that. My piece is just having everything that I need and being appreciative of it. So like when I'm sitting at home and I'm like, man, I got plenty of food. I got plenty of clothes to put on. My AC is, rocking. If I get a call from like a dear friend, they say, hey, how are you? I feel peaceful, just being in good company. Silence. I love to be in a house and it's just quiet, like with all the lights off and everything else on. But yeah, that's my piece. I like just serenity. Like that's all.
Yeah, I'm the same. Man. I'm a supervisor where I work at, and you deal with a lot of problems, right? So my piece is more quiet, calm. I may jump on the game every now and then. You know what I mean? But for the most part, my piece is just give me that wind down time. You know what I mean? When I get home, please let me wind down, do what I do, right? You know what I mean? That's very important to me.
That's the weed right there.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's the weed.
But, like for real, man, I just need that time. I don't want to ask a lot because I've been asked 1,000 questions. I've answered over 500 emails for sure. So I just want to chill. You know what I mean? I don't want to really deal with nobody else's problem. Now, that don't mean, hey, babe, how was your day? Yeah, of course, you know what I mean? Give your kids, you do your thing. But I just need my time. I need my time. That wind down time is perfect. I also don't like living check to check. So I'm always out doing something. And that's my peace, knowing, yeah, I may go over here and just make $40, but guess what? Shit, that's 40 I didn't have 20 minutes ago. And if I go use another 20 minutes, now I got 80. So that's kind of how I roll. So making deposits.
Making deposits and chilling out there with check the shit. That's a real shit. That's my piece for sure.
Peace is very important, especially nowadays. My peace. What about the cocaine? What about cocaine, y'all?
That's a hell of a drug.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I ever had enough money to be a cocaine. But I
found some coke in the White House. It says investigators said that the cocaine was found in a cubby hole near the West Executive entrance.
That was planned.
So you tell this nigga I come in it.
That was planned. That was planned. Either that person had been there before and stashed some coke, and somebody seen him, I knew of it, and was like, you know what? I know you're not gonna put it back right there, but
they ain't even charged nobody. Like, that's the thing. They just sweep it on the road that quick. It's done. But let it have been somebody else. You get what I'm saying?
No. That's the plan. Whoever put that right there, they gonna make it make sense in about a year or two whenever it's time for re-election. It's time for election time.
Yeah.
That's when they gonna start bringing up. See, White House with cocaine and everything. We can't trust them. You know, I know what's gonna happen. Everything that's happening now is a ploy. Them locking Trump up, like everything's a ploy to set up in the future. It's all, they gonna get the black people riled up within the next year or two about some racism with the cops or something. It's a vicious cycle they try to keep us in.
Yeah, it's crazy. What you said, this shit.
It happens every 3 or 4 years if you know that you pay attention. But,
Oh, okay. Every 3 or 4 years. Okay.
Like I said, but it's really not. It's really not like a black drug.
Coke? Oh, yeah, no. Coke is
It's on the ground.
Don't get me wrong. There is some. Don't get me wrong. There is some because that's some people just trying to find the next high no matter what. But for the most part, we look at it economically, it's not really our type of thing. We want to slow us down, let us chill. We don't want to be sped up. Slow us down. Wet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not promoting.
Yes, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs at all. Please don't. But I'm being realistic. Keep it all the way 100.
Get this nigga out the office, bro. This nigga tripping on his feet, snorting cocaine and shit. Get this Uncle Trump 2024.
So I would assume everybody up here done smoked a little,
It's not no fucking cocaine.
I worked at a dispensary for a few months.
Primos.
Yeah, smoke the what? Y'all gotta be specific.
Hey, shout out.
weed, THC.
Hey, shout out to Blaze, the first black dispensary in Colorado, Denver.
Shout out my boy DJ.
Shout out DJ Shadow. Shout out Power 109. Hey, first black owners of a weed dealership in downtown Denver. Hey, shout out to them.
Yeah, so my next question was, what other than weed have people up here done? You ain't gotta go to jail or nothing. Is that a bad question? It's okay. I'm just asking.
Growing up recreational.
Handlebars.
Shit,
Yeah. What's the little purple thing? Zanny. No, sir.
Oh yeah, everybody's.
Not everybody.
I mean.
Okay, majority.
Yeah.
Majority of people get used to
Okay.
this
Reason bad.
I like 16, 17.
Speaking of drugs, they have over-the-counter birth control now. How you feel about that?
I feel like women should be. I feel like women should control their own body.
You said what?
I think women should be in control of their own body. Now, see, birth control over the counter is cool, and I know it's gonna take a step further. But what I ain't with is just having abortions and anything without telling the father or the other person. So I know it probably would never. That I'm against that, or I'm never gonna be with abortion. I feel like you should have an adoption.
Before the abortion.
And you got yourself in a situation so it ain't fair to kill nothing, like just because you did what you did.
I just thought about this with the new drug, with the abortion pill that just came out this week, I believe. Yeah. I feel like STDs finna run rampant again. So. Syphilis back out though?
And with pregnant women.
Ain't never won.
With the pregnant women. That's the thing y'all gotta understand. The STD rate and everything hasn't went anywhere. Like, they throw this, it has been increasing. Like, they blind us with COVID, they blind us with all this other stuff, not realizing that the STD rates are rising. And that's why I'm so strung out on condom sex. Nobody wants to have condom sex. Nobody talks about condom sex.
Nothing goes away. It's just what they choose to cover.
Yeah, it's mass.
J-Lo, how do you make sure that women clean fucking?
I strap up every time.
He do the lid wax trick.
If I'm fucking, I ain't gonna get down. But shit, if I'm fucking with it, I know I can take that ball. But I'm strapped up every time.
So like y'all do STD testing, like
Yeah, y'all go to the clinic. The clinic up, all that.
like y'all share, test results. That's what I'm asking. Kind of like how you. No.
What? I ain't on the ball. I'm giving this bitch my results for.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He do the lid wax test. He lying.
That's
Nah, that's a good wash.
Man.
You know what that is, Nick?
Tell
You know you can't be expert.
that ill accent they used to say. They say if you put some earwax on your finger and touch her pussy, if it start burning, she start yelling, she got something. But that shit ain't true.
It's just the same old thing.
Y'all some freak motherfuckers.
They tell us that as a teenager, I was
That's some crazy
And
shit.
that is some good bullshit.
Earwax on the coochie, alright.
Y'all niggas wild.
don't worry, earwax test coming back.
Tell me, you make Uncle Bay strap up?
Let me move.
Okay, y'all both like Uncle Babies. So, both of y'all.
Yeah.
For a second, hold on.
I told y'all last episode, I don't have unprotected sex unless I'm like with somebody. Like unless we just together. Like you didn't have sex with me a few times, about a couple times, 10 times, but come before we had one sex. Like I'm not a type of person that's just gonna open up and let a nigga just run through me. Cause number one, I don't know, you ain't about to, I don't know if you're gonna be serious with me. I don't know what you got going on. Cause then a lot of girls or a lot of situations you might fuck with a guy for a long time and this nigga been cheating on you the whole time and you finally take a condom off and he's still cheating. Like you really can't trust niggas. So I try to keep the condom on as long as I can.
I'm about to say the same thing. That's how I feel about females too.
No, this is nasty ass
Because they
females out
mamas,
there.
I know a lot of them, their mamas tell them shit, you know what God gave you, you know what I'm saying? Go work with what God gave you. You know, I don't know.
You saying?
You know what I tell them, mama say, she's telling me that. I've never heard nobody mama say she better work with what God gave you. I was always thinking,
That's your generation.
I was always
And that's the same hoes out. And that's the same hoes out here fucking shit up for ones like me. Cause they out here doing whatever, however, and
Lee, I'm saying, fuck that nigga, Lee. I'm saying, fuck that nigga. Fuck him.
Just throwing it up. That guy.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
you let Uncle Bay hit it wrong?
Nah, he ain't hitting it raw, but he can hit it raw if we both go get STD test tonight. But with that being said, I'm gonna get a little bit personal just because even if he is clean, if he's fucking another bitch and her pH is completely different than yours, he can still fuck up your pH. And then you run into the doctor wondering, what's going on? Do I got something? Yeah. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. So just put the condom on. It's all good. It feels the same-ish.
Get the black truck.
nah, it feel the same to me.
I got
Same-ish.
I don't got the same problem.
so it don't feel the same. So it what's in that bag?
Don't worry about that.
They would have went out and hit
So
us.
There ain't no cat keep it up, but
Would have go out.
Pass that down. Let me see what that is.
that's me.
So what makes what the fuck bullshit?
They got the trophy.
What makes he didn't want to touch it? He did like this. He didn't want to touch it.
For the men that's
She won't. I'll take my shit back. I want my shit back.
for the men that's not
Take my shit back.
married or anything, how do you decide whether you want to have sex with a girl raw or not? Like what makes that decision for you?
Like clean she is. Like you feel me? Like the habits. Like you feel me? Like people motherfucking straight like they habits, like they pattern and shit. Like y'all fucking. She ain't gonna take a piss after she nut shit right there. Like, why you looking like that?
No, I'm just saying.
You piss after you nut?
Do I have? I pee every time I take a shower. I have sex every time.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're in the part of the segment where we're gonna do Buck a Minute. Alright, I'm gonna ask questions to my guests. We have a minute, and you're just gonna answer out the questions that I ask. Alright? Y'all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, I'm gonna start my timer. Alright, here we go. Mercedes or Range Rover?
Range Rover.
Mercedes.
Range Rover.
Especially if you got the money, Mercedes.
Talking or listening?
Listening.
Listening.
Okay, city or country?
City.
Country.
Country.
Gotta
Seven.
go. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
713 day or trade day?
713 day.
713 day.
Slab or foreign?
Slab.
Foreign.
NBA or Dirk?
Dirt.
Young boy.
NBA.
Okay. Camp versus prospect?
Prospect.
Camp.
Prospect.
Morning sex or night sex?
Night.
Morning.
Morning.
Baby mama versus wife?
Wifey.
Wife.
Steak 48 or mashed roast?
Steak.
Mastros.
State.
Mike Epps or Kevin Hart?
Mike Epps.
Mike.
Mike.
Crawfish or crab legs?
Crawfish.
Crab leg.
BB's or LA crawfish?
LA crawfish.
BB's.
Babies.
Raw? Raw versus condom?
Raw.
Raw if it's my husband.
Married raw.
I didn't even know it was raw.
That's a good one.
Raw for $1 million. I love you, baby.
Hey, husband, whenever I find you, it's raw all day, baby. I love you. Wherever you at, I can't wait to meet you.
Baby, I already met you, so it is what it is.
All right, y'all. That was it for a Book a Minute. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all later. Bye.